Feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or in pain? Welcome to the Natural Healing at Your Fingertips podcast. I'm Marcy Labor, here to share bite-sized, effective, and affordable natural remedies for stress relief, emotional balance, and discomfort. Each week, we'll explore easy self-healing tools to boost resilience, vitality, and well-being. When you learn an acupressure point, teach one. Together, we can heal 1 million people using natural healing at our fingertips. Find the #1 acupressure point to calm stress in the show notes, along with other free resources. The tips shared are for educational purposes. Always consult a healthcare provider for any concerns. Let's dive in. I have the answer to a question you might not even know to ask. What is the #1 acupressure point to calm stress and anxiety? It's a point on both wrists called pericardium 6, abbreviated as PC6, and also known as inner gate. This point is a heart protector and my #1 go-to for calming stress and regulating the nervous system. Pericardium 6 is often referred to as a heart protector because of its role in safeguarding the heart's emotional and energetic boundaries. Think of it as a vigilant gatekeeper at the entrance of a sacred temple, your heart. This point stands at the threshold between the outside world and the emotional center of your body, and it decides what energy, emotions, or stimuli are allowed to pass through and touch your heart, ensuring that only what is nurturing, safe, and supportive can enter. When PC6 is balanced, it maintains healthy emotional boundaries, preventing overwhelm, anxiety, and negative influences from affecting your heart. It acts like a wise guardian, gently blocking harmful energy while allowing loving, compassionate experiences to enter. And when this inner gate is open, the heart feels calm, protected, and clear, free from emotional turbulence. You have natural healing at your fingertips, and I'll guide you to go from stress to bliss in 60 seconds or less by stimulating pericardium 6. I will now cue the point. Let's take a moment to try this point together. All you really need to do is follow my cues. Start with a deep inhale through your nose and a relaxing exhale through your mouth. Breathe deeply and feel your belly rise. Take 2 more breaths like this and let your shoulders drop. And then continue breathing naturally. To locate pericardium 6 on your wrist, I want you to feel the inside of your left wrist with your right hand. And now place the middle 3 fingers of your right hand so that your ring finger aligns with the crease of your wrist. And lay your ring finger across the crease of your wrist and let your middle and index fingers fall naturally onto your forearm. Feel for the 2 tendons in your forearm and then rest your index finger in the space between them. This is pericardium 6. You'll find the same point on the opposite wrist. Now, stimulate the point by gently pressing inward with a comfortable amount of pressure. And if you're new to acupressure, start with a gentle pressure and adjust based on how it feels to you. You can switch to your thumb for more comfort if you desire by placing your fingers gently on the back of your wrist. And while your finger or thumb stay in place, gently roll it upward in a circular motion towards your elbow crease and then back towards your wrist in a very small, circular kind of push-me, pull-you motion. And this gentle motion should feel soothing. Relax into this exercise as you do it and notice how you feel. Really connect with your energy. And I want you to observe, if you can, when the subtle shift occurs. Within 30 to 45 seconds, you may feel a calming sensation wash over you, often followed by a sigh of relief and a sense of relaxation. Oftentimes, I feel it in my chest as a warmth. Now, having done that, let's repeat the process on the opposite wrist. Locate the point in the same manner as you did above and allow your fingers to fall onto your wrist. Find the point, begin to stimulate it, and I'll give you a moment to sink into the point. Again, notice any sensations that you feel, especially in your heart space. We'll take about another 10 seconds and then complete this exercise by brushing your fingers across your wrists over both pericardium 6 points. And now that you've dropped into calm, feeling refreshed and centered, we're ready to begin today's episode. Welcome back, Holistic Healers, to Episode 7, Natural Solutions for Pain-Free Living. If you've ever felt like muscle pain and tension hold you back from living your best life, this episode is for you. I am aware that there are conditions that are not so simple to alleviate, and soreness in the body and joints is something many people battle daily. Sometimes it may be as simple as increasing magnesium into your diet, as low levels of magnesium have been found to contribute to muscle soreness and joint pain. Today, we're diving into more natural solutions to ease discomfort, release tension, and help you move with greater freedom. By the end of this episode, you'll feel empowered with 4 new acupressure points to support your body and mind every day, and you'll learn supportive essential oils that can calm muscle aches and spasms. Why is it so important to find relief in everyday life? Silly question, right? Well, let's start with a common scenario. You might feel it as stiffness in your neck, a dull ache in your shoulders, or even tightness in your lower back. And if you work at a computer for any amount of hours at a time, you may feel all of this at the same time. I know I do. It's something many of us experience, especially if you're juggling work, family, and self-care. Pain can disrupt your routine, your mood, and your energy. But here's the good news. You have the tools to address this tension right at your fingertips and even at your ankles. Today, we'll uncover how to use those tools for simple, natural relief. Well, let's talk about supporting discomfort with essential oils. You can enhance the effects of acupressure with essential oils. And for muscle relief, I love lavender, peppermint, and marjoram. Lavender calms the body and the mind. Peppermint cools and invigorates the skin. And marjoram soothes muscle tension. Add in Roman chamomile and heliochrysum, and you can quiet spasms quickly. If you have any of these oils, apply them before or after the acupressure sequence we'll practice together today. And if you're just starting to build your collection, begin with lavender or peppermint. If you want a blend specifically crafted for this purpose, I created the Miracle Muscle Magic Blend, which combines these oils with others to support total body comfort. I'll share more about it at the end. You may remember me telling you what I'm about to say next from previous episodes, though I am reiterating this ancient wisdom again today. In traditional Chinese medicine, pain and stiffness in the body is simply stuck energy. When you stimulate acupressure points in the body, you are giving your divine intelligence the energetic signal to empty what is full or fill what is empty. Your own innate nature knows exactly what to do. You are simply facilitating the process. Acupressure is a gentle yet powerful way to release tension and support your body's natural energy flow. In last week's episode, we explored the 4 key acupressure points to boost your immune system. Today, we're focusing on 4 key points to relieve stress, tension, and discomfort anywhere in the body. The 4 acupressure points we are going to hone in on are gallbladder 20, abbreviated as GB20, also known as wind pool, located on the back of your neck. This acupoint is used to move energy and release tension along the neck, shoulders, and upper back. Gallbladder 21, abbreviated as GB21, also known as shoulder well, is located on the top ridge of muscle on your shoulders, close to your neck. And this acupressure point is used to release shoulder tension and move the energy downward towards your hand. Small intestine 3, abbreviated as SI3, also known as back ravine, is located on the outer edge of your pinky finger where your knuckle meets your hand. And when stimulated, this assists the energy to flow freely from your neck, your shoulders, and your spine. Bladder 62, abbreviated as BL62, also known as extending vessel, is located just below your outer ankle bone, and this acupoint is used to ground energy and draw pain downward through the body to be released into the ground. In my usual fashion, I will now share with you a story of why these points are chosen to stimulate together. In ancient China, a wise healer named Mei was called to aid Lin, a farmer known for his strength but now burdened by an invisible weight. He spoke of a crushing tension in his shoulders, as if carrying the weight of a mountain, and a constant fog clouding his mind. Mei invited Lin to sit by a flowing stream, the sound of water symbolizing the energy that should flow freely in the body. She introduced him to two sacred points, GB20, wind pool, and GB21, shoulder well. She explained that GB21, located at the highest point of the shoulders, was where the mountain of tension often settled, blocking energy and creating physical strain. Releasing this point could ease the burden, allowing energy to flow smoothly through his body. GB20, known as the wind pool, is located at the base of the skull, at the level of the neck muscles. It was revered for its ability to relieve issues of the neck, shoulders, and upper back, such as pain, weakness, and stiffness, while also clearing the winds of mental fog. To the ancients, protecting the body from wind, especially by covering the back of the neck, kept the wind from entering your energy system, where it's said to disrupt your immune system energy and be the internal source of colds in the body. Together, these points were used to dissolve physical burdens and clear the clouded energy of the mind, restoring harmony and flow. With practiced hands, Mei worked on GB21, applying firm pressure to crumble the mountain of tension in Lin's shoulders. She then moved to GB20, gently soothing the neck muscles to release the stiffness and refresh his spirit. As she worked, she spoke of how the wind and water of the stream carry away debris, leaving clarity and renewal in their wake. Gradually, Lin felt the heaviness in his shoulders dissolve, his neck and upper back loosen, and his mind clear. He stood tall, thanking Mei for restoring his balance. The villagers marveled at his transformation and passed on the story, teaching future generations the wisdom of gallbladder 20 and gallbladder 21, the wind pool and the shoulder well, to release burdens, clear the mind, and bring relief to the neck, shoulders, and upper back. To continue my story, here is more on combining points to clear pain in the entire body. Ancient wisdom beautifully intertwines with modern healing through the powerful synergy of two acupressure points, back ravine, small intestine 3, and extending vessel, bladder 62. These points, when used, create a harmonious pathway for relief and renewal, particularly for weary muscles. The sages and healers of old revered small intestine 3, the back ravine, nestled between the pinky finger and the base of the hand. This point was cherished for its ability to ease tension, restore vitality, and smooth muscles in the upper body, particularly along the neck, the shoulders, and the spine. Bladder 62, the extending vessel, located just below the outer ankle bone, was honored as a beacon of relief for tired legs, lower back discomfort, and tension anywhere in the body. This point's ability to relax and revitalize the lower body complemented SI3 perfectly, creating a complete flow of healing energy. The ancients understood that activating SI3 and BL62 together amplified their benefits. These 2 points, connected by an extraordinary meridian system, facilitated a powerful alignment of upper and lower body energy channels. This pairing promoted relaxation, eased discomfort, and supported balanced muscle recovery throughout the neck, spine, shoulders, lower back, and legs. This is a gentle reminder that self-acupressure is a timeless and effective tool for muscle recovery, relaxation, and restoring harmony along your holistic wellness journey. Now let's combine points for maximum effectiveness. Let's put into practice with a guided routine to stimulate these 4 key points. We will start by stimulating 2 acupressure points on the upper body, beginning with wind pool on the back of your neck and flow down to shoulder well on the top of your shoulders. Next, we will stimulate 2 acupressure points simultaneously. one point on your hand, SI3, known as back ravine, along with BL62, known as extending vessel, right below your outer ankle by coming from behind the ankle with your opposite foot. This may sound tricky, though it's easy. You've got this. However, if you are pregnant, gallbladder 21, shoulder well acupressure point is not a good point for you. It has a strong downward pull of chi or life force energy and is avoided in all the trimesters of pregnancy to minimize risk of miscarriage or inducing early labor. So wait until your beautiful baby arrives and then you can stimulate GB21 too. For now, simply follow along and locate the point with your hands. I will now cue the points. Let's stimulate these acupressure points together. All you really need to do is follow my cues. Let's find GB20, also known as wind pool. Wind pool is located in the depressions at the outer edge of the base of your skull on both sides, pretty close to your ears. This point sits right on top of the insertion point for two neck muscles where they attach to your head. To find this point, take your hands around the back of your neck and place your thumbs on the outer edge of your ears, midway up the ear. Now pin your ears down onto your backside of your head and literally slide your thumbs in towards your spine about 2 inches until they drop into a soft spot just below the bony edge at the base of your skull where it meets your neck. That's it. This may be tender if you have tension or discomfort in your neck or your head. But that's okay. You're going to release it. So to stimulate wind pool, position your thumbs of each hand on these soft spots on both sides of your neck. And now allow your hands to rest comfortably on the back of your head. Just rest your fingers on the back of your head. Now start by pressing GB20 at the base of your skull on either side and using gentle pressure, massage in small circular motions. Start on the center of the point and gradually just spread your circles outward and upward in a push-me-pull-you motion. And repeat this sequence slowly over and over and notice where you feel tenderness. And focus there. Apply a degree of pressure that feels soothing, not too hard and not too light. We will stimulate the points together with both thumbs for about 1 minute. For deeper and a broader stimulation, I like to use the side of my thumb and my knuckle to stimulate these points. This helps to shift the energy in a really good way, and this point is all about releasing tension. So find whatever method works to keep the tension out of your thumb and really get access to this divot right there where the muscles attach. I'll give you a moment to sink into these points. Take long and slow, deep breaths. Inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. Notice the relaxation that the stimulation brings. This will feel slightly tender or painful as you stimulate and facilitate the energy to release. But just keep up with it with a light touch or whatever degree of pressure feels best. Gallbladder 20 is a wonderful relaxing point that presses energy directly into the insertion of the two muscles that run down your neck and along your shoulders. And it dispels wind that enters at the back of your neck at the wind pool that can cause headaches, disrupt the immune system, and cause disharmony in the body, the mind, and even your spirit. Stimulate both wind pool acupressure points now for about 10 more seconds. And simply hold the point where it feels the best for these last few seconds. Now, brush over gallbladder 20 on both acupressure points with your fingers or your thumb to close the energy. And let's finish this off with a deep exhale. Next, we're going to move to gallbladder 21 at the top of your shoulders. Shoulder well is located on the top ridge of your shoulder, 1 inch away from your neck, on the highest point of shoulder muscle. Find that location and then slide your finger down the back of that shoulder ridge by about 1 finger width and you're on the point. It's often sore, especially if you hold tension in your shoulders. So most especially if you find a sore point, I think that's likely it. Locate the point on your left shoulder with your left hand and your right shoulder with your right hand. If you desire to have a little deeper pressure, you can cross your arms in front and use your right hand to reach the point on your left shoulder and your left hand to reach the point on your right shoulder. And you can get a better angle and a better degree of pressure that way. You can stimulate both points together, or if you desire, just simply stimulate one side at a time. Press inward with the degree of pressure that feels good using your index and your middle fingers. And massage the center of the point in a circular motion. Do this for a few more seconds and then cup your hand over the shoulder muscle and gently pinch the muscle between the fingers in your hand, like you're just massaging that whole upper ridge of muscle. Experiment with both techniques and see which feels best to you. So let's stimulate the acupressure point for about another 10 seconds. And as you do this, breathe deeply to support natural energy release and replace the tension in your shoulders and neck with a feeling of calm. It's interesting to me that the word should is embedded in the word shoulder. So I say release the shoulds and you will naturally release the shoulders. With every exhale, feel the calming release of energy flow and release the weight you bear on your shoulders. Now, brush over gallbladder 21 with your fingers to close the energy. Remember, next you will stimulate 2 points at the same time. SI3 on the outside edge of your hand and BL62 located just below your outer ankle bone. And while you may always use your fingers to locate bladder 62 acupressure point, you can also locate it by using your opposite foot. You'll come behind the foot from behind and reach around to the outer ankle. And for our practice today, I will guide you to use the side of the opposite foot to locate, stimulate BL62. And here's how to locate bladder 62 on your outer ankle. With both legs on the floor, take your right foot and cross it behind your left ankle. Extending vessel is located in the depression directly below the outer ankle bone. Press into bladder 62 with the outer edge of your right foot. And this point might be a little sore. Now, simultaneously, we're going to locate small intestine 3 on the outer edge of your left hand. Back ravine is found on the outer edge of the pinky finger at the joint where the finger meets the hand. Make a loose fist and look at the outside edge of your hand and press into the groove of the joint in between the base of the hand and the highest knuckle that pops up on your hand at your pinky. Good. This is small intestine 3. Keeping all of that, at the same time, press back ravine on your left hand with your fingertips and press into extending vessel on your left foot with the outside edge of your right foot and stimulate these points for about 30 seconds. You can use small circular motions. Take slow, deep breaths as you do this. I'll give you a moment to sink into these points. I like to press bladder 62 down with the outer edge of my right foot and release it up in a push me pull you motion, down and then back up, and feel I can get really good traction into that point. Try both techniques and see what feels best for you. Let's stimulate the acupressure point for about 15 more seconds for calming release of energy flow and release of discomfort. Take long and slow deep breaths. Inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. Focus on how you feel. Bladder 62 is often sore if you have pain or stiffness in the body. Pain signals stuck energy and indicates the perfect time to stimulate the acupressure point to get energy moving, to relieve sore muscles, and to calm the body, mind, and spirit. Do this for maybe 2 or 3 more seconds. Close the energy by brushing your fingers over backward vein on your hand and brush your opposite foot over extending vessel on your foot. Now switch sides and repeat all of this on the opposite leg and the opposite hand. Do this in the exact same spots, in the exact same manner, and we're going to do this for about another 30 seconds. And I'll give you a few moments to locate the points, sink into these points on this side of your body. Focus on your breathing. Inhale for a count of 4. And exhale for a count of 4. And with each breath, visualize energy flowing freely through your arms and down your lower body. SA3 point on the side of the pinky finger and hand releases the neck and shoulder and is also the master point to connect to the brain and the neurologic system. This combination is a game changer for pain relief. As you continue to practice these points together on your own, try this while sitting, standing, and while lying down. You can access these points really anytime and anywhere. So stimulate these points for maybe 2 or 3 more seconds and close the energy by brushing your fingers over backward vein on your hand and brush your opposite foot over extending vessel on your ankle. Let's take a few moments together to imagine life without pain. What does this change for you? What will you appreciate more in your day-to-day without aches and pains? Simply imagine waking up without pain and tackling your day with energy and feeling strong and supported in your body. That's the transformation we're working toward today. By incorporating acupressure and essential oils into your daily routine, you're not just managing discomfort, you're taking control of your wellness journey on purpose. When you feel relief in your tissues, you realize how powerful your ability to heal from within really is. After all, living pain-free is the body's natural state. If you're ready to take the next step, my Miracle Muscle Magic Blend is here to help. This handcrafted essential oil blend is designed to complement the acupressure points we discussed, amplifying their effects and providing comfort. You can find it on my website, Healing Touch Natural Essentials, your perfect partner in natural healing. And here's a testimony I received from my friend just today, Judy, who gifted a bottle of Miracle Muscle Magic Blend to her friend, and her friend wrote her a message referring to her grandson, who's a very active, athletic child, and here's what she says. Good morning. I was glad to have Miracle with me. Henry came in my room in the middle of the night with his legs hurting. I rubbed them and rolled some Miracle on. This morning, he wanted some more because he said it made his legs stop hurting. I must get some more. That makes my heart sing hearing from a stranger. I literally just got this testimony today. I just wanted to share. Thank you for joining me on this journey to ease pain and find freedom in movement. I hope you feel inspired and equipped with tools to support your body and mind. Today you learned 4 more acupressure points to calm sore muscles, tension in the body, and relieve the weight of the world from your shoulders. Now that's a relief. And we covered essential oils for muscle pain relief and to energize the flow of energy to add to your growing first aid toolbox. Next week, we're diving into natural remedies to ease stress and energize your lungs. Until then, remember, natural healing is always at your fingertips. Continue to practice with me, and you'll continue to find you also have natural healing using your toes and your feet. Your toolbox just keeps growing and growing. That's my healing touch for today. With love and gratitude, thank you for participating in today's episode. It's because of you that I keep shining my light through my voice and my hands. I'm so excited to be your guide. All you need is 2 fingers and a thumb, an open mind, and an open heart to shift energy for more resilience and vitality. When you learn an acupressure point, teach one. Your healing touch is as powerful as mine. Together, we can help 1 million people using natural healing at our fingertips. If you love what you learned today, please share this episode with at least one friend and leave me a comment. Tell me how you're feeling and what else you'd love to learn about. Send me your questions about specific conditions on social media. The links are on my website at healingtouchnaturalessentials.com. I'm sure I have an essential oil and an acupressure point for that you may want to consider adding to your first aid toolbox. With your permission, I'll share your question and my answer on the podcast with the rest of our community so everyone can listen and then learn too. All the resources and links will be in today's show notes. You can always find the number 1 acupressure point to calm stress and anxiety in the show notes. Just click the link and it'll be delivered right to your email. Before you go, make sure you hit the follow button so you don't miss any episodes. I'm Marcy Labor, and I'll meet you here next time on Natural Healing at Your Fingertips.